I swear, my dog is here to test my patience at every chance. He licked my Raycon and paused the freaking thing.
Blame it on dog, Brim. Nice
Always the
job.
dogs. Always the
Always a
dogs.
darn dog. Let's
He's
beat
just
him
Yeah,
up.
all
making
right.
the show more
Who do we got
entertaining.
in chat? First in chat is Grand Duke. Welcome in, Grand Duke. You know what happens when you're the first in chat. You get to see the evidence that Jay tripped poo.
Hey, Tigger! What's up, Pooh? Oh my God, he flew! No!
And there you go. The evidence that he keeps denying, but he did it. It's right there. I also got
He
footage
did
of him
it.
taking out.
He
I
did
also
it.
got footage of him taking out Olaf and Luigi at the parks. It's getting worse.
It's phenomenal. He did it. I mean, there's no denying it. You watch that
You
movie.
watch
He
the
did
and
it.
Krista was right there and did nothing to stop him. But what's little Krista supposed to do against the Goliath that is Jay?
That is crazy.
All right,
That is
who else do we
crazy.
got in here? Crazy Clown Town coming in. Hope you're having a good one, Crazy Clown Town. Larry the iDot. Hey, Larry, welcome on in. Good to see you. Risk it for a biscuit, dude.
Risk
It was so
it.
awesome seeing you at MegaCon. I wish I could be there next year. Unfortunately, I am. This time next year, I literally will be moving, and probably in May, I'll be settling into a new apartment in North Carolina. So that's the goal. I got to save over the next year, but otherwise, yeah. Uh, wow.
He's eating
Brand new
dinner. What's for
Luigi.
dinner? He's eating a dinner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Luigi
what's
had
for
a.
dinner risk? Blaming the dog is your first homework on this.
Oh, that's funny.
Couple years, I'll be back to at least a meetup and an overnight in Florida. I don't know if I'll go to the parks, or the con, but I'll definitely be going to a meetup. And I don't think the good idea of me on a boat, something about physics and ballast with my fucking fat ass.
You'll be fine.
I
Everything
don't
is
go
fine
on
on the
boats.
boat. Just stay on the boat. I don't know how well we do in the water with the sharks, unless you take Blaine with you. Because if you take Blaine with you, for sure, Jaws is going to go
Play
after
dog.
him, not us, right? So
He'll play dog by giving it a 50.
there's 50% bite. Yum, chomp it
When I win
down.
the lotto, I'll comp you, bro. When I win the lotto, I'll comp you, bro. Thanks, Grand Duke.
Oh,
I
that's
will
awesome.
once I figure out how to get my alert tones and overlays and everything like that. I will set up a donation link. I have it set up for my gaming streams, and I have a throne list all set up and ready to go, filled with comic books and comic paraphernalia and other little things. And I will have all of that set up as soon as I figure out how to get this linked up with my OBS alert overlays so it doesn't murder my computer. Because with the price of current computer parts, I can't afford to replace this thing.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're way ahead of me. I'm trying to still figure things out. I don't know. I'm going to probably try to set up just a conference call with a friend working on a project, and then maybe do a recording. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Leftover casserole, says Risket. We had a
Leftover
bunch of
casserole,
leftover
dude.
food from our Easter event. Bad weather caused a poor turnout. Oh man, good for
That
your
sucks.
kitchen and dinner table. Yeah, but
I
that's good.
approve fundraising for Brim to go to MegaCon. Oh, please. Fantastic. I will just
There
be
you go.
settling. I'll have no one to watch the dog. It'll just be me down there. So if I go, he's got to have to come with me and maybe a meetup. But after MegaCon this year, the only cons I actually want to go to are Comic Cons. I don't care about meeting the celebrities. I want to get comic books signed. I want a comic book hunt. I want to do all that stuff. And I can't do that effectively at a freaking MegaCon or something like that. There's too many people. The floor is ridiculously unpunishing. And I carry around a 40-pound bag of comics to sign. Not doing
Wow.
that again. My back is still recovering from that shit.
Yeah, that you had a pretty big bag. I mean, it was impressive. I was looking and I was like, goodness, how many things does he have in there that he's carrying
I
around
have
like that?
okay, I can actually show it. So this was full of comics. It's huge. It's actually really tiny. It's really slim. It was full of comic books all the
Oh,
way.
wow.
And it murdered my poor back.
Wow.
Like, it doesn't have enough issues with my fat ass. You got to bring a cart, you rookie. I figured I'd be able to cycle through really quick and deal with stuff because I got there right when the con opened. Fundraise a mule pack too. I would give
That's
it to my
funny.
dog. He's strong enough. Like, this guy could pull it. This little dude could pull us. Hey, you stay out of the trash. You know better.
Uh-oh, what's in the trash?
Empty McDonald's container, but he knows he doesn't
Oh,
goes in there when he wants to get my attention.
got it. Well, my dog has started to be a pretty dirty, conniving thief. He's stealing stuff off the counters now. So I have to make sure there's no food, where he can reach it. I mean, he's 70 pounds, but he can kind of reach up on the counter.
That is a very tall dog.
Yeah. So came home and I see he has a bad habit of chewing napkins or tissues, So I sometimes leave one out for him just so he has something to chew up. So I come home and I'm looking around and I see this white piece of paper. I'm like, why did I leave a white piece of paper? Guess what it was? He had found the stick of butter. The whole thing was gone.
Oh,
He went the paper on the butter stick.
Gosh, I forgot to put it away. I guess it was still sitting on the, on the plate on the kitchen table. So he helped himself. Had licked it clean. It was spotless. Not even a smidget of grease left on it. He had eaten the whole stick of butter.
Hey, Marianne, welcome in.
Hey.
All right, Bubba.
That's great. Hello. Got to get a butter dish.
You got to get a butter dish. I have a butter dish.
No.
You know why?
You have to wash it.
Ask Jay if he can borrow one of his.
So I got a story. So my first trip down to Florida was for my 40th birthday. And it was with my two best friends in the world, their family. And my mom's like, I'll watch the cat. I'll go up. I'll feed him and everything like that. That was the last time I ever let my mom watch my cat.
Uh-oh. What happened?
So I live on a third floor walk up and my mom doesn't like stairs. So instead of just saying, I really don't want to watch your cat, she came up once in 4 days and covered the whole shelf where his food is with his food and water. The problem with this is my cat couldn't jump up to get to his food.
Oh,
So she did it 2 days into my trip. So I'm like, okay. Well, I get home and I smell gas. I didn't think anything of it. It's an old building, sometimes accidents happen, but it just wouldn't go away. So I called the gas company. They came out and they checked it. It turns out one of my little nodules on my stove was just enough to open the valve.
Oh, no.
And I look on the top of the stove, and before I left, I made up a couple slices of bacon for breakfast, and I didn't clean the pan because I'm not going to, waste the bacon grease. I'm just going to leave it there. My cat jumped up on the stove. He was so hungry and went after the bacon grease turned on the stove in the process. Now, normally, this is not a very big deal. It happens, human mistakes, but I have a gas heater that has an active pilot light year-round. Before I left, I cracked the windows because it was nice out to make sure the air circulated. And I'm pretty sure if I hadn't cracked the windows, my apartment would have exploded because my mom didn't want to climb up 2 flights of stairs. After that, I don't ask my mom to watch my cat anymore. I was hesitant to have her watch my dog.
That's crazy. I came
she's
home.
like, man, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, it's a really big deal. Well, nothing bad happened this time.
I came home a couple nights ago and I walk in the house and I keep hearing this noise like click, 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 click. And I'm like, what is that? So I walk to the kitchen. I had left a pan to cool off, and I had browned some ground beef in it. So he tried to jump up, I guess, to get it. You know how he stands on his hind legs? And I think his paw hit one of the just enough pressure and turn on the stovetop that put it on the little starter. What, you know, it's extremely lucky the house didn't blow up. So yeah,
So yeah,
nothing is
I was
getting
really
left out
thankful.
anymore.
Like after that, she didn't seem to get why I was so mad. I'm like, how can you not understand this? Like,
Yeah.
if you say, like, seriously, don't just tell me you're going to do it and do it. You used to yell at me for half-assing shit all the time as a kid. So I'm going to tell you the same things. If you don't want to do it, tell me and I'll find somebody else to do it. But don't tell me you're going to do it and then half-ass the job.
Did you tell your mom that?
Yes, I did.
Yep, we see how that works. You didn't. Did you really tell that to your mom? I guess he did.
I
Wow.
really did tell that to my mother.
Goodness. Yeah.
Well, my mother and like, without going into
Oof.
really crazy deep detail, my mother and I have had a very tumultuous relationship since my siblings were born.
Yeah.
So we've gotten over a lot of things, but still, my mom used to yell at me then when like yell at me for not doing things, and when she starts doing things that I was told not to do, I yell at. I like, hey, you know what? You shouldn't do that. You know, kind of flip it around. My favorite one is when I was a kid, I used to like taking the toys off the rack and reading the back of the cards on the Ninja Turtles action figures. And she always told me, you look with your eyes, not with your hands. And so when I help her go shopping and stuff like that, and, you know, we walk around and spend time together, she's taking stuff off, looking at it. I'm like, Mom, you look with your eyes, not with your hands. She's like, you're an ass.
You didn't call her that too, did you?
No, I don't call my
No.
mom
Okay.
an ass.
All right.
She
Just
calls me an
checking.
ass.
You
I
know,
call her a
I'm
pain in
just
my
checking.
ass. I call her a
Just-
pain in my ass, but
Oh goodness, incorrigible brim. Yeah, as
absolutely
always.
horrible. Absolutely incorrigible, horrible. You know,
Yeah.
I'm losing feeling in my left arm, little buddy. 30 pounds of
He's
weight is
sleeping.
not
Look
easy.
at him. Oh
He's
my
cute.
goodness. He is cute. Look at that.
Great
He's
Dane and
just
Husky.
happy. Very cute. Oh, that is sweet.
Michael Moose, good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you. So before we just keep going, tomorrow night the short box will be live. I got some stuff to go over. Check out my latest Invincible video on why you should actually read the comic books over everything. Because while the show is doing a good job, it's a very abridged telling, and they replaced a lot of storytelling with hyper-violence. I highly recommend the comic books. They're really good. I got a few suggestions in that video and some really key points that they left out that they're in some stuff they're probably not going to even touch.
Yeah,
So it's a good.
I gave up on Invincible. I just can't keep going and getting into it again because it's like I got a little
Macarah,
sick of it.
after stream, if you want, I can link you. I have all the comics on PDF.
Okay.
And I can send those along if you want. If you don't, that's fine. But the option's there, and it's a good. It takes a little bit to get going, and the season one does get covered, but they cut out a lot of stuff. And there's some storylines that are really good, some that aren't. But you know, show's doing a good job despite everything. I don't even like Seth Rogen that much. I actually like him as Alan the Alien. J.K. Simmons is freaking Omni-Man, and Nolan is absolutely phenomenal.
I mean, there's parts to like about it, but it's kind of like The Boys for me. I just couldn't I stopped watching The Boys too.
I stopped watching The Boys after they killed off Stormfront. She was my favorite.
Huh. So Macarah, did you read the comics and didn't like him, or just
if I did, I probably would like the comic version more, but I just couldn't. It was the show I couldn't keep getting invested in.
The space between seasons really does a number.
Really?
I think when they brought in Amber, I was kind of like, man, I just.
The Boys, or
no, for when they brought in Amber for Invincible, I didn't just.
They race swapped that character. Amber's
well, she's just awful. I don't like the idea of a superhero just having a like it reminded me of like Mary Jane Watson and Spider-Man.
Oh, wow.
The stuff
like
that they did as a lot of the stuff they did in the comic books is Mark's struggle. It wasn't that he couldn't do it. It was his struggle. Like they cut out his struggle of trying to balance that life. And eventually he realizes that the only way he can be a superhero is if he has a superhero girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or significant other. And it's something the show drastically leaves out and really doesn't do a good job of setting up doing.
Well,
like
they
the
make
fight
Mark.
scenes, I can't deny, are awesome, but
Yeah, they make Mark kind of feel like the bad guy because it's like you would think you would encourage your man to be a freaking superhero if he's helping people. I understand you want time with him, but it's like I don't know. I don't care for her character at all. I think she's a bit of a bitch.
yeah,
I've never watched it, so I'm not familiar with it at all.
She's not much better in the comics, but at least in the comics, you don't have to hear an annoying voice.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That says a lot right there.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been watching Mirage Man, and I love Mirage Man.
No, like they have some new spin-offs. Like I like Battle Beast comic. I like Battle Beast. I'm getting into Tech Jacket. They have a werewolf comic out apparently, and I might actually be popping down to the comic shop Saturday to grab that. I love reading comics. I love this world, and the show. And I did, like I said in my video, I did what anybody would do. I saw the show and immediately went to go read the source material because they probably changed way too much from the show. And you know what? I was right.
Wow.
Well, I've been reading this zombie comic. I really enjoy it. It's called The End Is Coming or something. But anyway, it's really good. It's a Korean one, but it's really good. Like the art is fantastic.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know when is the last time. I can't even remember last time I picked up a comic book to read one.
I can recommend a few really good ones for entry level. Actually, that's my video tomorrow.
Is it really?
Top 5 off the rack comics you can get right now.
Oh, cool. What time are you streaming that tomorrow?
I'm not. My video, I got still going to make up a thumbnail for it, but it should be up around noon. I try to release my videos every day around noon, so that way they push out into the algorithm by nighttime.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to get a hold of my schedule.
Color me shocked. Wait a minute. Wasp didn't read Daughter's Revenge?
Not yet. I got 5 copies. Actually, let me get that. 6 copies because they didn't get in time and I had to buy 2 while at MegaCon. So I've got one. I've got one of them to read, but yeah.
My favorite thing to say is that it was so nice of X-Wing to ghostwrite the comic for Jay.
Listen, my schedule is so crazy. As I mentioned earlier, I've had to get up and be ready by 4:45, 4:30 for conference calls, and it's just been brutal. It's been nonstop every day since I got back from MegaCon. So, yeah.
I have been going pretty. Like I took a couple days to get back to rest and mellow, and my legs have been like, you were moving around a lot. Why aren't you doing that anymore? And they really hurt. So I've been trying to walk with the dog more and catch up on WoW and catch up on content. I've been trying to pump out videos. I've been going live every night.
Yeah, I've seen you out there. I've been busy working. So, yeah, see, I'm not the only one. Oh, Risk It. He says Risk It's in the book. And
Risk It's in the book. Dang.
And Fantastic. Hey, Fantastic hasn't read it either yet. So, see, I'm not the only one. Thank you, Fantastic.
It's pretty good. It's the best way to describe it is it's a fantastic start and holds a lot of promise going for it. I told X-Wing, I'm like, man, you're off to a great start, and it holds a lot of promise. And he's like, what are you expecting? I'm like, I'm not going to say what I'm expecting yet. I still need to go through another reread of it. But I'm honestly like, you got a great start here. I have faith in you. You got this. And just write it and put it out there.
Well, that's how it starts. I've got something here. I'll just show it to you this way. I do write a lot of stuff, so maybe one of these days it'll be finished, and that'll be another project.
People have been like, Michael asked me, not Michael, Turd Ferguson asked me if I was still writing, and I'm like, I am lightly, but I don't really put it out. So I was thinking of starting a Substack and applying a membership, and like $2 a month I post a chapter a week and everything like that, for what I read and stuff like that. But we'll see where that lands. I want to get YouTube going and get back out into the algorithm before I start sacrificing downtime and decompression while playing WoW and stuff like that. So we'll see where that lands in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Riskit says, do you know what they say about excuses?
Yeah, everyone has one and they all stink. They're like assholes. I know exactly what they mean, Riskit. It's not a want to, it's a matter of time. Like, I can start a Substack and stuff like that all I want, but if I don't have time to actually write it, I can't do stuff. I want to get the YouTube kicking off again, making videos, getting into that rhythm. And then once that starts, I can do my live streams. I got my stuff. I just want to push out in there. And then the writing is not YouTube, but it has to come secondary. So I will eventually, maybe in a couple months, when things settle here, I will set up a Substack and I will shuffle that out. But it is coming. It's not when. It's not an if, it's when. I need to make sure I time it right to have the time to push it out. Because I don't want to sit there, charge $2 a month for a Substack, even if it is mediocre. The only one here who's actually read my writing is Macarah. She has read a little prelude to my story that I started and stopped. So it'll come out. It's just when.
Just pace yourself. You just got to pace yourself, stay on track.
Putting out a video, it takes me 8 hours to cut that Invincible, to get the footage, to get everything.
Wow.
Daughter's Revenge is definitely worth picking up, and it's a comic, but it's actually more of a pulp comic in size and everything. It doesn't even fit into my short boxes. Like, I actually rearranged my whole thing up here. I can now reach behind me and get my copy of Daughter's Revenge. My artist.
Oh, there it is, right there.
That is signed by X-Wing and Jay. Why I had them sign in silver, I will never know. Jay
That's
signed
what
it
the pin.
here. X-Wing signed it down here, and I couldn't.
Did you get Eric to sign it?
No, I didn't run into Eric at the con.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, he was there that day. So yeah.
Yeah, I missed him. I didn't get to see Ripa either, and I wanted my ISOM #1 signed. And I didn't get to, I went to I was there at 10 o'clock in the morning at the con. I literally went right to the Ripaverse booth.
He wasn't there. I went by there too.
I went off to get some other comics signed. I'm like, okay, I got time to get these signed. I went over, he got signed. I completely missed him at the booth. He did the panel, came to the booth for 2 minutes, and then left again. He wasn't even at the booth.
Yeah.
I bought ISOM 1 through 3 and a couple other Ripaverse comics that I needed. And he wasn't there, and I really wanted my ISOM #1 signed. I was bummed that I could not get it signed. And unfortunately, the next con is in Dallas, and I ain't got no money to be going to Dallas. Well,
Dallas is going to be expensive, probably.
Dallas, the next big meetups are Dallas and Vegas are the next big ones. Oh, and of course the G&G cruise, which I really don't think how big of it that I really don't think they understand what they're in for with that one. Universal gets how many people going through it for that thing, let alone, it's going to be big. And Ryan is headed to freaking Japan. And I want to know what the over-under on him is, him causing an international incident. I'm halfway tempted to mail him a list of the place where the U.S. consulates are out so he can run away and hide if he needs to.
He'll be all right. He was in the Navy. I'm sure he's going to figure it out.
Japan will probably really love Ryan.
They will, but the best part, he's going to come home with a Japanese wife, What's the over-under on that? And more importantly, what's the over-under on them messing up his food order?
No, usually the Japanese are pretty good at not messing up food orders because every
I
Japanese.
know, but he's Ryan.
I know.
That's what the fun. He's Ryan. So what is the we need Vegas betting odds on that. That's right up there with who's going to win the Toronto fight.
He's literally going to the perfect place where they're very usually they make it as is, and if you don't like it, you can get something where it's like, okay, maybe this will be better, because they make it as is. So if he goes there, it's like you're gonna have to just order something as is if you don't want it messed up.
He should catch the Bullitt train too. It's pretty fun. If he's out that way, he should catch a ride.
Macarah, I just linked you something on X. Let me know when you have it downloaded.
Okay, I saw it. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
I don't know how you guys do this multitasking. You guys are typing in the chat. You're checking your X.
You really want to know? High functioning autism with ADHD.
Oh my goodness.
I can do 5 different. I have been since I was younger. I have high functioning autism with ADHD.
Yeah.
I can write and watch a show at the same time, and still understand what's going on the show.
Goodness.
Yep. I can watch I can watch a television show, play and raid in World of Warcraft while carrying on a successful conversation. And if you've ever watched any sort of World of Warcraft raid footage, it is literally organized chaos. You will not know what's going on, but I guarantee you the person playing does, unless they're really, really bad.
Got it. Wow. Well, that's impressive. I do multitask, but to the extent that I have to actually, I have to focus on things, just because I want to, pay attention to it.
I actually get too hyper focused, and so I don't hear anything around me, and so someone will be like, "Hey, hey," and I'll be like, I don't hear them, and then I look up what.
I get so focused that time will go by so fast I will forget to eat.
Wow. How could you forget to eat? I can't forget to eat.
Hey,
when I get hungry, I'm out in the kitchen just looking for stuff to grab.
All my body's mental faculties are focused on something, are focused on one thing, and it will do that one thing very, very well.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. It's like, oh, I'm not hungry, but then I'm done, and then I'm starving.
Well, if I'm hungry, I gotta have something to eat. So that's just the end of it. I'm like, that's it. I gotta find something to eat.
I'm saying that, that's why I usually have snacks by me, healthy snacks, and then if I do get hungry, I can eat. But if I'm too focused, I'll forget to eat, and then afterwards, I'm starving.
No, I have to eat. My stomach starts growling. That's it. I'm like, okay, I can't focus. Uh-oh. He says, what did he say? He says, you can't talk to Macarah in person.
I can't talk to Macarah in person when she draws or writes. That's okay.
Why not?
Because I'm hyper focused and I don't
focused on what she's doing. It's the same thing when I write and when I type and I start to get into the mood. Every time I start to get into that much needed hyper focus, this guy starts demanding my attention. He won't leave me alone.
Got it.
So I haven't been able to, when I'm editing and he sees me put the hat on and stuff, he usually lays down behind me in the corner in front of the door. But when I'm live or trying to really hyper fixate on something so I can buckle down and get what I need done, he demands attention. Luckily, video editing, I can actually stop, give it a save, take them out and stuff like that. But when I'm writing and stuff like that, there's a flow that's needed and a zone that I need to be in. And if I lose it, it'll be a couple weeks before I start working, before I start doing it again. And worse is when you break me out of it, I get really mad and I yell. I did 3 takes today.
Anger management.
Bram, are you sure we weren't separated at birth?
Never know. So I worked on a 10-minute video today, and it took me a couple takes to get them. And I go to drop them in the video editor, and I captured 2 audio sources that didn't sync up. So it was an echo in the video. So I had to re-record everything. And worse is that I had already packed the comics away that I was showing off. So I had to unpack them, reorganize everything, and do it twice. And I just started yelling because I just got so pissed because all that time was wasted.
Who did you yell at? Just at yourself?
Just in general. I yelled in general. Sammy
Oh
doesn't
my
get yelled at unless he like
goodness.
really like I'm like, okay, buddy, give me a minute. And then 2 seconds later, tap. Like he doesn't bark at me. He will literally walk up to my leg on the computer chair and tap me with his nose to get my attention.
There you
And
go.
worse is when he goes to bed early, I will sometimes still feel that tap on my leg, and I'll look down to see if he's there.
Well, I can't get mad at my beast. He's not in this room, but when I start streaming, I think I'll have him in the background somewhere. So, but he will not be doing that. I know we talk about it every time. He will not be able to sit on my lap. It's just no way.
The only time he got really yelled at, and it was only twice, was when he went to the bottom shelf of my bookshelf and chewed on my high-end gaming books that were out of print that costed $200.
Oh, he's got good taste.
He wanted my attention, and I wasn't giving it to him because I was in an important Discord. I was in an important call with somebody, and I was trying to focus on that. He went up and he ripped the spines off my $200 collectible tabletop RPG books.
Well, did you learn a lesson?
On that bottom shelf he can get
to.
And
there
after
you
that,
go.
he doesn't go near my books after that. You know better.
Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, he's pretty smart. He taught you a lesson. I mean, you think you taught him a lesson, but he really taught you a lesson. So you didn't put anything else on that shelf.
Yeah, well, there is books down there now, but they have a wire frame in front of them from the shelves that came with my monitors.
Got it. That's neat.
Evil little midget. You are just not
just looking at it like, did you call me a midget?
He's like, you know,
are you
serious?
That's funny. That's funny.
You're fuzzy baby.
That's right.
It's his official 2-year gotcha month on the 20th. It will be 2 years since I took him home.
Oh, that's nice.
When I took him home, he didn't stop squirming, and he puked on me he was an hour away. He was a little guy. He was 1 day shy of 8 weeks. He was about this big. And I had him right here in my arms, and his head was right here. And all of a sudden, I just feel this warm, and I look over. He puked up his whole breakfast.
Ew.
Aww.
But everybody, he was the ooh and ah of all the stores. Everybody loves a corgi, especially when they're young. And I'm like, oh, he's so cute. And I'm like, it wears off after 2 days.
Says Brim with puke on his shirt.
Well, that was day one.
Oh, that was day one. Okay.
That was day one. By that Monday, I was like, he's not that cute anymore.
Mm-hmm. They're always cute. They smell when they get older, but they're always cute. You know, there's something to be said about people that have pets, because you know where their heart is. So
yes, buddy. You're
I like dogs. Boy. I'm a dog person. Cats are okay, but
right now,
I just cannot imagine not having a pet. They complete your day. It's no matter how bad of a day you have, they're always there. They don't care. They just
he doesn't
want to spend time with you.
I went out for an hour, and I came home, and it was like I was gone for years. Like he might never see me again. When I came home from Florida, he was mad at me for 3 days.
Oh,
and he played with me, but it wasn't the same. He was just chilling. But now he's back to his normal self. Like everything's okay. And I told him, I'm like, I'm not going on vacation anymore. We're gonna move. We're gonna find a new place, and you're gonna have the long walks up no more hills. Because went to take him for a walk the other day. We went down. He was all happy. When we start going back up, about 3/4 of the way back to the apartment, he starts pulling more because he's done. He's tired. He doesn't want.
He's tired. And so you had to carry him up?
No, he'll go up the stairs himself without a problem, which I don't like because corgis are a tendency to have hip dysplasia. But so I'm trying to, that's another reason I'm moving. I want to make sure I get an apartment that is maybe a one flight of small stairs or something, but not 90-degree angle tenement buildings that probably should be condemned stairs.
Got it. Well, my dog stays with me all the time. I cannot take him into public, even doggy parks, because he's just got a special demeanor. He plays around the backyard. He runs plenty time. We got playtime out there, rope tugs. So yeah, he's all right. He gets plenty exercise. Today alone, I've been up and down the stairs in the house like 10 times. I don't have to tell him to come. Everywhere I go, he's right at my heels. So he got a lot of stair time today. So that was good. Let's see. Awesome.
Crazy, crazy, crazy world we live in, and thank God we have old good entertainment.
Yes, we do. Thank goodness for Steve McQueen.
I understand if nobody else wants to be here, Cobra Cast is live.
No, is it really? Did he do it again?
So the legend of the internet goes that if Jeremy somehow manages to stream a Cobra Cast over a Cobra Cast, YouTube will collapse in on itself and die. I don't make up the rule. It's been forged in the internet code since the birth of YouTube.
I have not watched any of his Cobra Casts.
He's pretty fun. Well, no, okay, he's live in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I have not watched any of Jeremy's Cobra Casts. I don't know.
Man knows how to grift. That's what a man knows what he's doing to make money on the internet, and you can't knock him for it.
Well,
there's a couple of news channels I listen to. They're about the situation in Iran. So I listen to those couple of Iranian broadcasters. They go live. They're live a lot. I listen to a couple of others, and I lurk when Tabitha's on. Yeah, and
it's really easy. If I want news about what's going on, I listen to what Jeremy has to say. And then if Wasp, because he's not going to beat around the bush, he just gives his opinion on things and shows what's going on from probably decently reliable news sources, because I trust Jeremy and I know he's not going to dick around. Second of all, if I need bigger news, I'm pretty sure Wasp, you would tell me if I needed to know something that was going on for real over there.
That's
so
true.
I got direct pipeline news sources.
I know.
Everybody rags on Jeremy so much for being what he is, but I'm like, he gets like 5,000 people, 2,000 to 5,000 people watching Cobra Cast every stream. He's one of the regularly most top super chatted freaking guys on the internet.
Right. And he's interactive with his chat.
And he actually talks with his chat, which is something not a lot of other people do. And while I don't cover politics and everything like that, I try to keep for the more entertainment sphere because we get enough doom and gloom everywhere. I want to bring some stuff that's actually worth your time and no doom and gloom, to bring a little light to it. I want to talk to my chat. I want to interact with you. Like
there's a lot of laughter in the chat. There's a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
One of his trolls was actually grifting for him, and said, he's like, "Give him money, everybody!" And I was like, "How about you give him money since you're grifting for him?" And he goes, "I don't give money. That's gay." I was like, "Well, Jeremy."
Oh Lord, that's funny.
And like one of the detractors, I'm like, that guy has. I saw that. I'm like, that guy has really been hanging out in the Cobra Cast.
Yeah. The other channels I listen to, there's a couple of others. They're both out of UK. The ones that I listen to for Middle East Iranian channels, one streams from Canada, one streams from UK. Then there's a UK journalist that I follow, and he follows me too. He does a lot with a Freedom Train, so I actively participate in his broadcast. He's got some good stuff. And then there's Tommy too from UK, Tommy Robinson. So I kind of follow his news and broadcast when he's on. I find their sources to be pretty credible. They've got the inside story. They bring the actual people's voices forward. I've started to listen a little bit to Sarah Gonzalez. I'm still on the fence with it, trying to get a feel for what she presents, but we'll get there. Yeah. Fantastic. Say, I want to talk to my.
I want to talk to my chat, but I'm not trolling hard enough. No, I don't troll. Like, I can troll. I can attempt to. I'm not very good at it. Well, I'm pretty good at it in person, but online I'm finding my stride. There's also a 30-second delay when I stream on my OBS setup because it's just a general stream delay, so I don't see the chats right away. So everything's a little delayed. I'll need to figure out how to get that done with Restream or whatever, but I'll figure it out here in the next couple weeks. Wait for my freaking nightmare utility bill to come in. Because despite everything, it's been fluctuating between 50 degrees during the day and 25 degrees at night up here. So I've had to turn my heat back on during the day, like on low, just to keep the apartment at a decent copable level. And normally if it was just me in here, I'd just throw on a hoodie and a thick pair of socks and be fine with it. But my cat and my dog don't deserve to be cold. Just because I can tolerate it.
Yeah.
Like, my cat will actually, like, my apartment got down to like maybe like 39 degrees because I just refused to turn the heat on. And finally the cat came up to me and just sat on me and just like tapped my leg with his paw, kind of like, it's too cold.
Like, it's too cold. Oh, poor baby. It's going to be 30 degrees tonight here in Virginia. 30 degrees. I'm like, this is crazy. It was 84 Saturday and Sunday and Friday, and now we're back to 30s. So it's crazy. Don't like it. I don't like it. It's just needs to get warm now. It's enough.
No, but I like I'm a very simple dude. I like comics. I don't buy new video games because they're too expensive. So I play the same old ones that I have over and over and over again. I read copious amounts of books when I have free times. That book, I actually got the new Dresden Files book, which I'm actually going to be working on a video as to why folks should actually start getting into this series. It's an 18 books long with a whole run of comics, a tabletop RPG, a failed television show, and 2 full 500-page books of short stories that he wrote that the author has written for multiple like what are they called, like just those books that have filled with short stories. Oh God, Macarah, help! Word.
What?
A book filled with a book filled with a whole bunch of short stories. I'm name not there. Oh God, I just had it and I lost it. A book that's filled with a whole bunch of short stories, like ensemble short. No. I don't know, but they're just these books that are filled. He writes for all these little independent small books, and they just put all these publishers together, and they're like, this short story from this author, and this author. And, you buy the book and you get all the short stories, kind of like a sampler for that of authors. And the Dresden Files I've been reading it for like 20 years, maybe 22 years.
Nice.
And he's on his 18th book, and it is so good. Like, it starts off at level. It starts off, he's finding his stride. You can tell he's finding his stride. You start with book 1, book 2. Okay, he does a lot of establishing, but then he realizes that it really drags the book on. When book 3 hits, it goes, oh, we lost Macarah. Back down.
She's gone.
She got tired of my rants. It's true. Crazy Clown Town. She got sick of me. I'm picking up on a playthrough of Skyrim I started a couple years ago. If I ever stream, I might do a playthrough of the character I named Idot, who is a mage. Reader's Digest? No, it's not Reader's Digest. Reader's Digest is good. They do have some pretty decent stories.
They do have some good stories. Yeah, used to subscribe to that. My favorite book, you want to know my favorite series that I've read a few times is the Divine Comedy.
The Divine Comedy, Dante.
Yes, Dante is Inferno, and
I have a deep I appreciate those books and what they did for literature. I actually struggle reading them. Like I don't like
Mm-hmm.
I think Shakespeare is cool. I don't think he wrote his own shit,
Yeah.
but I think the stories are good. The
Yeah.
issue I like reading Dickens. I like Charles Dickens. I like
Yeah.
I like Charles Dickens. I like that working man's kind of get everything. My favorite Dickens is actually the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
It's my personal favorite one. I read it every Christmas.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Macarah got sick of us. She's alive.
I tried to look it up, but for some reason it turned off the StreamYard. I was like, dang it.
Oh no.
I was
No,
like,
it's okay. I figured if anybody would know it, it would be you. But
uh,
it's just
was it an anthology?
yes, anthology. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're anthology books. They're just a whole bunch of individual writers that write stuff, and he decided to compile all of them in two books. One is called Side Jobs, and one is called Briefcases. They're like that thick.
Mm-hmm.
They're huge.
Oh wow.
And Dresden Files is all about it's going to sound really weird, but it's all about a wizard named Harry Dresden who deals with paranormal cases and stuff like that. And as the series went on, it started off with an individually dealing with cases to a much larger overarching story that is carefully woven across the books, but still each book maintained its individuality for a case. As the series gone on, obviously he's digging more into everything, and we just got book 18 in January. We got 2 books over the pandemic. Apparently, the book that came out over the pandemic was so big it would have been as big as it. It would have been this thick so they had to break it into 2 books, and it literally the first book, the second book picks up literally like you turn the page in the chapter because it just would have been too thick, and nobody's going to speak to it. Nobody
Wow.
would have read it, but it is so good. It is going to wrap up so well. They have comic books and it has so much, and everybody should get into this. And I'm going to do a video of that on him in a couple weeks once I get everything. I got to write up the script. I got to write up
Sounds
the
like
script.
fun. That sounds like fun.
It's definitely a fun series, and even if you don't want to buy the hard copies, that's fine. Kindle it, audio book it, whatever.
Yeah.
It is 100% worth the time.
I was going to ask you something. Have you done much with the tabletop games you wanted to do?
I have started.
made-
I can't say much right now. It is still. We're only a couple weeks out of MegaCon, and a lot of people are settling and everything to see where things land. If things go well, I'm hoping to get something going by June or July, or early August at the latest. I might actually aim for early August. I have to. It's not a. I have to gather players, and most importantly, I have to pay for new panels and everything like that for the game.
Got it.
So I have to it's a production type thing. So I have to make sure that I have that. I got 2 players so far. I'm not going to slip at what it is, but Fantastic Sarcastic is going to be there. I might have. I have a guarantee from Sevi to show up to play. So we'll see where that lands. But yeah, at latest August, I have it's very hard to find players that are willing to commit.
There you go. Crazy Clown Town says he's down. Yeah.
You've never done anyone before. I always am a fan of new players. Hit me up on Discord and we'll chit chat a bit.
That's great.
All right, Risk It. Thanks for being here. Fantastic Sarcastic. I can't say much else of what it's going to be, what kind of game it is, but I can say 100% it will not be a Dungeons and Dragons game. I like Dungeons and Dragons. I don't like running Dungeons and Dragons, especially on the current medium of running online. It is a royal pain in the ass to try to improvise or anything like that. I'm not so much a DM. I'm a storyteller. So it's going to be good, and I'm not going to let you guys down. I've been wanting to run this specific game for like 5 years.
Nice.
And I have my notes still from when I originally tried to run it. So it'll be good, and I'm not going to let you guys down. But speaking of storytelling, we got some here with Bullitt.
Yes.
I'm really good at segues.
Bullitt is a fantastic story. I'm excited to see what people think about it.
Fantastic self-contained story with Steve McQueen. How can this go wrong? All right, so we're gonna watch this trailer. It's a 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Let me make sure I turn this down so I don't blow your eardrums out. Oh. Steve McQueen! Oh.
So good.
Even the music on this was spot on.
Detective Lieutenant Frank Bullitt, some other kind of cop. Pity the guy he works for.
Jacqueline Bisset. So beautiful.
In your parlance, you blew it.
What the hell is going on here? A high-speed pursuit? 2 men are killed? An officer in the hospital? A witness almost murdered?
Captain Baker would like to have a word with you.
Now listen to me, Lieutenant.
That was classic. He hangs up on him.
Do you let anything reach you? I mean, really reach you? Or are you so used to it by now that nothing really touches you? You're living in a sewer, Frank. Day after day. With you, living with violence is a way of life. Living with violence and death.
The way Frank Bullitt's swinging, you know he's heading for a crash with that roar of official disapproval. But when some rare Chicago blood starts spilling in San Francisco, they hand Bullitt the mop.
What went wrong, Lieutenant?
Who else knew where he was?
What?
Who else knew where he was?
What are you implying?
Well, they knew where to look for him and they used your name to get in.
Are you suggesting I disclosed his whereabouts?
You believe what you want. You work your side of the street, and I'll work mine.
Robert Vaughn. Oh God, that car scene. You're right, Risk, with that car scene. It's the movie's what, 50 years old, and it still freaking slaps.
That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Love
car
racers
race
and using
set the
Karate Kid, right
tone
on.
for all those car races afterwards, and then also the story, the crime
with the
story.
Mustang
Also,
on the map.
yeah.
Like seriously, that brought more eyes to the Mustang, and it became more iconic. I got something else here. The car from Bullitt was up for sale.
Oh goodness!
This article is
For a pretty penny.
I'm pretty sure. Well, we can't trust them with anything political news. We can trust them with, reporting on how
3.7 million.
3.7 million for Bullitt's Mustang.
Well, maybe Jay can afford it.
Ford Mustang, driven by Steve McQueen and the movie Bullitt, just became the most valuable Ford Mustang ever sold at auction. It was Beardo. Look at what Beardo's holding out on us. Look where it was. He's in Kimsey. And you know it was Beardo. It was Beardo who bought this, and we all know it.
No. I doubt it. He would fit in it.
Jack Beardo anymore if he can afford a $3.7 million Steve McQueen Mustang. Guy who skips leg day gets to drive Steve McQueen Mustang.
He couldn't possibly fit in that car.
I don't know. His legs are pretty skinny. He might be able to get away with it. But oh my God, that is like, I want to see, like, this is actually one of those cars I want to physically see. Like, I would love to get my eyes on this. Like, this is one of those cars that should belong in a museum. Right up there with the Superman #1 with highest
those
rating.
filters. I remember those filters, man. Oh, goodness.
Carburetors, I love them. Like I can't stand new cars. I really can't, because you can't work on them yourself. I want to
Yeah.
work on my car. I want to fix my own car. I want to buy parts and install them in my own
You
car.
want to
I don't want to.
open the hood and see every part right there.
Yeah, I want to open the hood. Now
Everything.
apparently they're putting oil filters behind tires. So to get your oil changed, you have to pull off the tire and part of the paneling to get to the oil filter. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
you know why? So they can. You have to take your car to a mechanic now. I don't want to take a car to a mechanic.
Well, work on it yourself. That's right.
He
But
skipped
I
the leg
grew
day so
up.
he could fit into his
Yeah.
car. No one sees his lower half in it. It makes sense now. Fantastic, sarcastic. Got to have a
It's
random
funny.
computer to work on modern cars. You do.
There you
Risky,
go.
you do.
Yeah.
Like everything comes with like a cyberport. You just go up and it just tells you what's wrong with it. I'm like, I don't want that.
No, no. So this car was a 68.
It was
My
a
dad had
68
a,
Ford GT.
that's right. My dad had a 67 Mustang. I remember that. I remember
Oh,
as a little kid sitting in
67
between the
Shelby.
two seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
fun.
that cars used to have great character and curves, and oh wow, look
Yes.
at
Oh,
that!
look at that. Look at
That is.
nowadays you
I'm
look at
sorry,
an
but the fact that the car
Audi.
is 60 years old and is still the interior is still in that good a condition, because that
Uh-huh.
all looks like brand new, and like somebody kept that up. That doesn't look replaced.
No, it looks original. There's a little
That
bit
all
tear on
looks
the seat,
original.
looks like.
Well, the little tear on this, but a
Yeah,
little tear
yeah,
on the leather in the seat is bound to happen. But it's
right.
still all original. That looks
I
amazing.
know.
Wasp is daydreaming
I
about
know. I'm just daydreaming. I love I
I
love
love
Mustangs. That's what I drive. I always said when I get older, I'm gonna get my own Mustang. I got a very basic model, and I just love it. And it's manual, and it's just there's nothing like driving a Ford Mustang. There's just not. I know there's a lot of other sports car, but there's just something about these Mustangs, man. You drive it, you just get hooked to it for life.
the watching that chase scene that happened, and the acting aside, Steve McQueen absolutely delivers, and he does a really good job at that heart. Everybody didn't think, but the real standout thing on this movie is that chase scene. Like
Yeah.
without this chase scene, this is just another generic hard-boiled cop film. But that
Yes.
chase scene really brings it, and even when you're watching it through either you have headphones or through TV speakers or whatever, when that Mustang engine revs, you
Oh
will
yeah.
feel it in your chest.
Yes.
Like the audio setup for this, the shots, the angles, all of it. And Steve McQueen did all the stunt work himself.
Yeah. He
So
did. He
you
did.
can feel it resonate in your chest. He is right there. He is the one driving. And it is fantastic to see all the way up till the end, till that chase scene concludes. And even then, they're chewing him out about the chase scene. It's about a little over halfway through the film, and it's got great build up to it.
It does.
And
It does. And
that the fact that he's doing it himself and he's handling that Mustang like a pro is some serious neck. That's a real high performance machine.
yeah, I mean, he used to do car racing. I think Steve McQueen did, right? He was a racer,
Steve McQueen
so
was a racer.
yeah, yeah. So I think James Dean was too. And of all places, they had this filmed in San Francisco, with the iconic bumpy,
Yeah.
slipper, I call it the slides. So it's just fantastic.
All I saw when I saw those hills, and I'm like, I'm really happy San Francisco doesn't get 3 feet of snow. Ain't no one driving down those hills.
I know. Wasn't Venom filmed in
apparently
San Francisco too? I
Venom
think
was
was
filmed
it?
in San Francisco. They do film a lot of stuff, not like they
Yeah.
used to in San Francisco.
Yeah. With Venom, I remember there's that scene, the guy's Tom's on a motorcycle that, it goes up and he separates from the motorcycle and then Venom pulls him back to it. So I remember
Yeah,
that was that
there's
chase
a
scene.
lot
Yeah.
of stuff like in San
Yeah.
Francisco. Like in the comic books, after Eddie was defeated, he actually moved across the country to San Francisco. instead of New York. He actually started out in the comics because, I still don't think you can have Venom without Spider-Man because,
Mm-hmm.
but Eddie was a
Yeah.
reporter for the Daily Bugle. Peter kept scooping him, and Eddie got sick of it. And he was also a 6.5-foot tall bodybuilder with with some rage problems. And he bonded with the symbiote, Spider-Man, Venom combo. Then eventually he was defeated, and he headed out to San Francisco, and that became his.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Lethal Protector takes place, which is what the movie kind of based itself
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
They have the
Yeah.
Lethal Protector comics. But the San Francisco setting is always good. We always need a little bit more in San Francisco because
Mm-hmm.
that town is absolutely gorgeous, even if it has gone to shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Golden
But
Gate's
this is one of
iconic.
my favorite. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the Golden Gate Bridge is just iconic.
It
There,
is.
it's a
is.
testament to so much stuff. But you were saying?
I was saying this is one of my most favorite movies, one of the classics. So I'm glad we got to watch it together. So I'm interested in kind of learning to see what Macarah thought about it, maybe.
Yeah, so like I said, I've seen it before. Like with my grandma, she was always like a big TCM fan, so I pretty much grew up on. I don't think, well, there's some I haven't seen, but there's quite a bit I have seen that I just used to remember watching with her. And there's always that quality with TCMs, whether it's the dialogue, the audio quality, the sounds. Like they have that, here's talking about you, kid. Here's to you, kid. It's like
Yeah.
all that. They have that way of like, da, 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 talking. It's just how they do it with TCMs back then. It was just
It's got some pizzazz. It always has had, it was
Mhm.
it was a true high performance old Hollywood, old movie stars, and
Mhm.
it's just epic. Whatever
And
they
you
put
don't
It
to
has
it,
some.
yeah.
you don't get that
We had
anymore.
Robert Duvall
Mhm.
cameo in there. He was that driver.
Yeah.
And I actually went, it's Robert Duvall.
You got excited about that. Yeah, you got it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There's something I really
Cool.
just draws me to that. Like I get excited when he's on the screen because he's got a magnetism and he's just absolutely fantastic. Like To Kill a Mockingbird, when his entrance, and it's so subtle yet it's there.
It's
him.
there,
It
absolutely.
is him. And believe it or not, one of my favorite roles that he did, from such a low B movie, was actually Gone in 60 Seconds, where he played Otto, the old Yoda of car thieves.
Yes.
And I'm like, it was such a low key role, but he delivered in only the way
Absolutely.
he could. And I still think we got robbed of the true good Godfather movie we could have got, which was supposed to be freaking Tom Hannigan versus Michael.
Oh, wow.
That was the third Godfather movie. It was supposed to be who was actually going to run the family, Tom or Michael, and it was going to be them going head to head. And I'm like, that's the movie we should have got, not the slop that they did. But Robert Duvall wouldn't do it because they were paying freaking Al Pacino more than they were him.
Yeah.
Like double. And he's like, I'm just not going to do it. And I'm like, but man, what that movie? Everybody's like, like all these. Godfather 2 was one of the greatest films ever made. Godfather 3 could have been one of the greatest films ever made. That square off and that cerebral fight that would have happened between Michael and Tom Hannigan would have been next level because both of them are willing to go to the mats if they have to. And we saw glimpses of Tom Hannigan running the Corleone family when Michael had to leave for a while to deal with them trying to kill him. And he took over the family business, and Tom was running it really efficiently. And I don't think Michael liked that very much. But The Godfather is a whole separate thing I honestly could get into. I love The Godfather. Freddie, welcome in. How you doing?
Hello.
Good to see you.
Hi, Freddie.
Risk it. You have not seen The Godfather yet? Seriously?
My goodness. Got to see him. Got to see them.
How could you have not seen The Godfather yet? Like you can skip 3, but you gotta watch 1 and 2. It is some of the best cinema ever. Like especially the second one. Holy crap!
That's yeah. You've got to you guys
Macarah,
got to see.
fix
We're
that.
gonna have to fix that. So maybe we'll do a
I'm calling it next week. We are reviewing the Godfather trilogy.
Well, it is
Oh
your
gosh,
pick.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2,
Okay.
and you can skip 3 if you want to. Even though they tried to fix it with a director's cut, it just didn't stick the landing. But
All
we
right.
were reviewing Godfather 1 and 2 because they
It is
are
a cultural must.
it's
Everybody's
a
got to
cultural
see that.
must. This is one of those movies that one of the top 50 movies everybody should see before they die. Is The Godfather 1
Yes.
and 2.
Yes.
Especially like you watch 1, it gets going. You watch 2, you're gonna be like, this is a master. It's a true masterpiece. Francis Ford Coppola stitched together.
Yeah. It is a lot to watch for one seating. So yeah, but I think that's a good set to start with. So even if we just get to see one a week, that would be good too. That would be our next 3 weeks, maybe if you want to consider that. But it's
I'll
a
leave
lot
that
of
up to
watch
you,
time.
ladies. I don't want to dictate your week. It may be my stream, but we all share what we do, and that's why I introduced it. But we can
Yeah.
watch Godfather 1 and 2 next week, or we could
Okay.
skip it and wait a week, and we'll watch. I was gonna do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood next week, but I keep putting it off.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Well, it's your pick, Brim. Go ahead.
Your pick.
But well, let me think about it, and we'll get into this. So we use Criticless here. If you don't know what Criticless is, it is a free to sign up website. I am not sponsored by them, but I am more than happy to shill for them. Sign up, drop your movie review. The site only has 3 rules. You have to dislike Blaine's review of Jaws. He called it mid. You have to dislike Beardo's review of Die Hard because, well, he says it's not a Christmas movie. And he's wrong. And most importantly, it's in the terms of service. Everything Epic Mike puts out, you dislike, even if you agree with it. So, Bullitt, absolutely fantastic cast, and didn't even get Robert Vaughn, didn't even get a freaking honorable mention right here. So, this has got 14 reviews up here to general 82 with excellent. You got my review of 80%. Steve McQueen, a badass car, and a film from the 60s with self-contained story. What more do you want to know?
Let's go.
That's all you need to know. Macarah
Absolutely.
posted an amazing Macarah review of 79. Bullitt is a landmark neo-noir action thriller directed by Peter Yates, starring Steve McQueen as Lieutenant Frank Bullitt, set in San Francisco. The film follows a no-nonsense detective as he investigates a mob hit on a witness as he was assigned to protect, navigating a web of political corruption and deception. This film is famous for an approximately, I love that, 11-minute car chase through the hilly streets of San Francisco, widely considered the most influential cinema in history. In cinema history, it is. That is absolutely fantastic. Bullitt drives a 1968 Ford Mustang GT 390 flashback in Highland Green, and Hitman drive a black 1968 Dodge Charger RT 440. Oh, that was a good chase.
It was.
I want to rewatch the chase.
They have clips of them. They have plenty of the clips you can watch on that.
Sequence used no CGI, back screen projection. Cars reach speeds of 110 miles an hour. As a skilled racer, Steve McQueen performed much of this stunt driving himself, ensuring his face was visible through professional stuntmen like Bud Atkins handled for the most dangerous jumps. That makes sense. Famous reverse burnout driving in the chase scene occurred because McQueen missed a turn, and the filmmakers kept the footage because it added to the scene's raw authenticity. This is why we love Macarah on this chat. She is our cinephile. She will drop these knowledge bombs on us, and that's what makes her fantastic.
That's right.
The film is stylish, influential, police procedural, solidified by the king of cool status portrayed through the understated detective. I love the Macarah
So
reviews.
good. So good.
Risk It for a Biscuit with a 72. Shout out to Real Talk for this one. Thank you, Risk It for a Biscuit. Correction, Paramount Plus and HBO Max. Yep. I am actually going to be I normally don't do subs, but I'm actually going to be subbing to Paramount Plus Me and the Ginger Wolverine are looking like sometime in May we are going to do weekly reviews of the new Dutton Ranch, the new Yellowstone show.
Oh, nice.
That's coming out. We're going to do it the day of, like after it releases, we're going to go watch it. We're going to do a review on the episode live. So we'll see what happens there. Risk it. As the story progresses, I enjoyed this movie more than I expected from the beginning. Fast cars, shadowy organization, scummy government operatives, detectives, mystery solving combined with for an exquisite viewing. My first watch which nearly 60 years after its making, it still holds up today. They just don't make them like they used to. No,
They
they
do
don't.
not.
They do not. And this is an older review. So those are the only 3 reviews that we got up for recently. But well, I'll 61%, you'll get a thumbs up. You'll get a thumbs up because these people have actually, posted reviews. War Machine, Cindy Love, King Tippy.
Yep.
So many good reviews. Oh, you didn't have anything. You're getting a downvote.
That's right. I don't score the ones that don't
Neither do I.
provide
If you
any
you have the
review.
option to actually voice your opinion without it getting edited. You should
That's
always
right.
take advantage of that.
Yeah. I think I for some reason I
Thanks, Freddie.
cannot put I did score it, but for some reason I can't copy them into any groups anymore. So my views out there, my reviews out there,
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah, but it just doesn't. I don't know
That's
why
weird.
it's doing that. I'm not able
I don't
after.
know either. Did you take a
Yeah,
ticket with Blaine to let him know?
yeah. It happened after they did the updates to put. They forced you to put your date of birth. Then for some reason I can't copy links anymore to put them on the groups anymore. So, but it's in there somewhere.
All right. So we do have a group on Critic List. Real Talk. I'm working on figuring out art and stuff. Like I want to get right now. I open up GIMP and I make these thumbnails for the streams myself. I'm actually looking for a more modular thing where I can put our faces in and like The Hangover has something modular that I can just change the movie out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for now, we got what I do every week. It's cheap, it's low key, and I'm actually getting semi decent at this stuff.
Yeah.
But we do have a group on here, Real Talk. If you want to sign up, it's free for Critic List. Just sign up, join the group. We get regular updates on the movies. Sometimes you'll get us chit-chatting back and forth, but you'll always get the update on what movies what. Eventually, once I get everything linked up, I will start taking donations for what we review. Kind of like Monday Hangover, and we'll start a list after like 2 months. We'll see where movies land and go from there. But yeah, Real Talk, definitely sign up and sign up for Critic List. Seriously, it's just normal people signing up for the movie. There's no shills, there's no paid advertisement. There is just people watching a movie and giving their thoughts on it, which is what it should be.
Absolutely. I agree. But yeah, that was a great movie. Thank you for letting me suggest it. And I'm glad to see that many watched it. It's great. It's one of
great.
the classics.
I was so happy with Bullitt. Like that was,
yes.
I got about 3/4 of the way through it because that's what pissed me off so much is I was cutting video and the audio screwed up. So I had to reshoot all of it, which took an hour. Because it took an hour to get the right takes and everything like that. I had to check the audio, then I had to cut it, then I had to do all that stuff. Then I had to run out and get dog food because the dog was out of food. And Ryan kettled my gosh darn order today. I don't understand how you forget to put a whole burger in the bag.
That's crazy.
The bridge.
Yeah, I can see them miss a little
I can see them messing up the burger. It doesn't have pickles on it. It has extra onion because I really like how McDonald's uses those really thin diced onions on their burger. Even though the burger's crap, the onions are good. But you forget to put a whole burger in the bag.
That was not good.
No, that really upset me because that's 5 nuggets that Sammy didn't get because that was my dinner. That was part of his dinner. And no, I'll make it up for him this weekend. He'll get some nuggets. I'll grab a 20-piece for him, and he'll go ham.
Your dog is very lucky he can have
Freddie,
chicken.
I didn't use the delivery service. I was out. I physically showed up and they forgot to put it in my bag. A whole double cheeseburger.
Wow.
Ugh. But yeah, it's a thing. Just like tipping over water really pisses me off, but almost as bad as messing up my freaking food order. Like seriously. I do takeout so infrequently that it's a treat. It's something special that I do. And when it's screwed up, it kills it because I'm like, I really want this cheeseburger. I do. It's great. I can make him at home, but I don't want to make it at home. I want this. I want this taste. I want this flavor. I want this. And that's what I want. And when you screw it up, you're messing me up. And I really don't like that. Crazy Clown Town, I didn't have the opportunity to go Ryan on them. Why? Because I didn't realize it till I got home, where I can't get back to the McDonald's to go Ryan on them. I have gone Ryan on them. I know the manager down there. I did. I know the manager down there, and I'm going to talk to her like, hey, you got to make sure that your people are checking their bags. I'm not yelling at the manager, and I didn't want to yell at the nice little 16-year-old Latino woman who had a grimace pin, which is pretty awesome for a 16-year-old to have a grimace pin on. Out of all the characters, she chooses Grimace.
There you go.
I'm just not like I have been known to make retail workers cry when I get angry, but I didn't want to today.
What can I say, Brim?
I couldn't. Crazy Clown Town. I don't have a car, so it would have been a 5-mile walk one way to get back there. The only man to rival Ryan.
What do you expect if he does the verbal judo with his mom? He's ready to go.
I do. I do.
But I'm so proud of you for not using the word.
I'm not going to. Even if I went back, I would have been very, very upset. But I doubt it was the person who handed me the food. Like the bag was set. Like somebody forgot to put it in the bag. It was the people back there, not the person who picked up the bag and set it aside. Like there's a chain of command, and I actually watched the chain of command.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't make Jeremy cry because he understands the suffering of retail, and he actually was good at his job. You have just said that, babe. Why are you Cole Hauser?
Who are you, Cole
Brimstone's Village and Origin reveal. No, fantastic, sarcastic. That's not the village, or that's not the origin. That's just the thing that tipped me over the edge. The build-up is what did it. And one day we'll sit down over a couple beers, and I'll tell you the story of my life.
That's funny. Brimstone's villain origin.
Which would you do? I don't yell at cashiers. If I have one item, I go through self-checkout because there's no reason for me to wait in a line for a cashier. I can, like, if I got 3 things. I had a bag of dog food and I got 2 bottles of seltzer water on my way out of Walmart because I wanted something different for the drink. And I went through the lawn and garden checkout because it's faster. There's only one lane.
Yeah.
There's like 2 people in there. But otherwise, if I'm going to the front of the store, I'm using self-checkout because I get like 3 things at most and then leave. Most of the time, most of my incidentals, I'm just ordering off of Amazon and they show up on my front door 2 days later. Like dish soap, everything like that, I can get cheaper off of Amazon. And Walmart's trying to push Amazon, trying to become what Amazon is. But their website infrastructure really sucks. And they don't tell you who you're buying from. Everybody thinks it's Walmart selling it, but it's also third-party sellers on there. And they don't tell you that. So there's some serious issues with the Walmart, and they're never going to be what they were. By the way, you're one of those people are you one of those people that do the last-minute fast food orders at restaurants? No, because by the time I eat dinner, it's between 5 and 6 at night, and I don't eat anything till 8 o'clock the next day. I intermittent fast. I can eat anything I want between this set of time. Otherwise, I don't eat. Like, there's been times I've woken up early and I will not eat before 8 o'clock in the morning. So there's no late night snacks. There's no nothing. I got a couple I'm working on Criticalist, Michael. All right. Mac reviews are great reviews. They are. It's just it's criticalist law.
Yeah, I've been falling down that rabbit hole late at night with Tubi.
I've been falling down the eBay rabbit hole late at night. I found a comic book seller on eBay called Pleasant View Comics. They have like a standard buy two get two free sale with a $2 flat shipping rate for everything. So I can buy 4 comics at basically $5 a piece for like $22. And it is so worth it. So I sit there at night and go, don't click buy, don't click buy, don't click buy.
Don't click buy. I know. Yes. So, home cooking. Risket likes home cooking. I got
Cooking.
I got a confession to make. When I travel, which is quite often for work, I don't go out to eat. So the first thing I do when I arrive in whatever city I'm going to, I either go to Costco's or Walmart. I get a week's worth of groceries and I'll put it in the refrigerator in the hotel, and that's all I eat because it's salty, it's not healthy. It really does make me ill, so I
Wasp is all
can't do fast.
Wasp is Maha, and that's why we love Wasp. Wasp keeps us on eating straight.
Well, it's like everything fast food nowadays, like with a few exceptions, if you go to a nice restaurant where the food is usually fresh, or it's like everything just tastes so processed and just so like oversalted. Not even like
Steak Shack was really good. Like that was just it's just beef, and they cook the fries in tallow, and it's got American cheese. It's a cheeseburger, but it's a good cheeseburger. I still don't know if McDonald's can legally be qualified as beef anything outside of the United States.
Yeah.
I call it beef jerky because it tastes like tofu.
I don't know, but I just like the double cheeseburgers when the craving hits, and I don't get them that often. Most of the time, I don't do takeout. If I want takeout, I just get a frozen pizza out of the freezer, and those Red Barons do a far better hit that spot than anything takeout wise.
Agreed.
But most of the time, I live off of broiled chicken and rice. And I drink a lot. I don't drink a lot of. I drink like occasionally. I'll drink soda, but most of the time it's coffee, copious amounts of this delicious brown liquid that keeps you sane, or I drink water.
Water, yeah.
And I try to avoid heavy processed sugar. I do have ketchup, but I have the Simply Heinz real ketchup real sugar added to it. No, I don't like high fructose corn syrup at all.
Right. I could tell you last.
Broiled chicken.
Yeah, broiled chicken.
I don't know what that is. We got to bring that up on Bro Science to see if it works out. Bro chicken, is that a thing, Beardo?
Oh gosh, that's too funny.
That's what they, if they did their own Bro Science meals, they could call it Bro Chicken.
I can imagine what that tastes like.
Chatted with Beardo and X-Wing. I'm like, dude, I got a merch idea for Bro Science. He's like, yeah. It's kind of like, yeah, what do you got? And I'm like, well, what if you sold like faux degrees of Bro Science? You got the 2-year, you got the 4-year, you got the, you got the associates, you got the bachelors, you got the, whatever degree. And, you can have it like framed and everything like that. You have like the 4 different, you got the master's and you got the doctorate, you got the 4 degrees, and you can get them signed and you can have them all look official. The Bro Science College of Bros, you got a Bro Science degree, you got a Bro Sociology degree. You can have all these different degrees, and people could like put them on their office as a spoof gift or whatever like that, and it would make a great merch. And he actually stops and he's like, dude, that's actually a really good idea.
Well, it's like if they ever did like a diet plan for like getting healthy, they could do like bro meals and have like bro chicken. There you go. And Freddie would obviously get the credit for that.
That's right.
Freddie get the credit for that one. I was I chin chat with Kim Colt. I chin chat with Kim Coulter on X sometimes, and she was on Simpcast a few months ago, and she's like, "Oh my god, I made these amazing waffles using muffin batter." And she's like, "That's awesome," and we call them waffins. And I'm like,
waffin.
I can run with this. So we started chatting about it. I'm like, when are you making the waffins? She's like, I don't know. I'm still working on some things and stuff like that. And then I went, well, if you ever open a restaurant, you can call it Der Waffenhuis. And she really laughed at that. She's like, I really like that. I'm like, you can take it. I won't charge you for it.
There you go.
And she's like, and I'm like, so when are you doing the waffle thing? Oh, we're not, but I'm going to hopefully be putting out a cookbook and I'll send you a copy. I'm like, fantastic.
That's good.
I
I love
barely eat
waffles.
waffles.
I love
Yeah.
waffles.
I don't eat. So I get local maple syrup and I'll do French toast over waffles and everything, like a little easier to clean up and cook and everything like that. So I do
I
French toast,
see
but
it.
they had this fantastic, like, I like cooking. I actually like cooking good meals when I actually cook for myself outside of the, I want dinner. I don't want to turn, I just want to eat. I don't want to turn it into some big thing. But they had this fantastic maple brown sugar bread at the supermarket. And I checked the ingredients. It had all the right ingredients. It was really good, and they discontinued it. But I used to do the maple brown sugar bread and make French toast with that and use real maple syrup on it because I get it from I'm in New England, so we got all the local sugar shacks kicking around. It is fantastic. Unfortunately, the price of maple syrup has skyrocketed through the roof.
Yeah.
A little bottle about that big and that big around costs around $20. And I'm like, that's just way too much. I do get local honey, though, and I do enjoy getting that. Local honey is fantastic. Always buy local. Clarkson's Farm
Yeah.
got me that. Oh, I did find something in my cleanings that's going to make freaking Gary a little jealous. So I found my autograph folder of the autographs that I've gone through and collected over the years. And I actually wrote away for Jeremy Clarkson's autograph. If you actually write the shop, the farm stand, he will get it and he will sign it and send it back.
Huh. Nice.
So I got Clarkson's autograph. That really made me happy. And Gary's definitely probably going to be jealous of that. I got the photo printed out at Walmart. I got Kevin Smith's autograph in here too. And David Wenzel's, he did a Hobbit run, and some other local artists from Free Comic Book Day. But yeah, 100%. I'm like, I got it, and I'm like, I got to get this framed and put it somewhere. Seriously. I would love to get that framed. That's one of those things that's definitely got to get framed. All right. It is 8:30. We have been live for about an hour and a half now.
Yeah. It's been a good stream.
It's been a good stream. And G&G, the G&G gaming stream is on. Unfortunately, I'm not monetized, so I don't get to raid people. But I will be live tomorrow night with the Short Box. Me and the Ginger Wolverine are going to talk pop culture, some comic runs, and some other stuff like that. I will be live again Friday with more Wasteland Wanderings. I will be back in Fallout. We'll be helping Nick Valentine so I can finally get to that freaking guy locked behind the padded lock that I can't get to without doing Nick Valentine's story. And yeah, no, Freddie, you didn't derail the stream. It's just, this is around the time we wrap up anyways, man. But we will be live next week, and next week we will be reviewing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because as much as I really want to do both Godfather movies, that is a lot of movie to watch. And Wasp, and it's a lot of time to watch. John Ambler coming in late, fashionably late, you bald mother.
Hail, John.
Hail, John Ambler. But yeah, next week is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've been actually putting off watching this movie. I don't know why. I really wanted to see it, but I just am like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, next week, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Tarantino movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. And we will definitely be watching that. But for now, I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great week. And thanks for watching. Like, sub, stream if you want to. Would be absolutely great. And yeah, check out my latest Invincible video, because this stream will be unlisted. If you want to watch these, you can go back and watch all of the Real Talks. If you go to my playlist, you can find the Real Talk archive, and you will find all of them there. I have to delist the live streams, or else it won't push my latest video out there. It's not that I'm not privating them. You just have to go back to the list, and they'll be in there. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you all. Oh, God, tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks
Peace out.
for being here, everybody.
I'm hitting the red button now. Later.
Bye.
Bye.